So yeah, this is Life Coach for Dogs. The first video, you know what we're talking about? CBD. Like and subscribe. CBD and THC are both chemicals found on the cannabis plant. CBD is not psychoactive, but has effects such as nausea relief, it can help your sore bones, it can help your anxiety, whereas THC, that's the good time electric lettuce stuff. That's the stuff that your grandma warned you about. If cannabis is grown for CBD and CBD properties, that is when it is known as hemp. When it is grown for THC, good times, reggae concerts, and the will to live, that's when it's marijuana. Are you buying snake oil with a little bit of CBD in it? Sometimes they will derive CBD from THC-grown marijuana plants out of stems and seeds. You don't want it. You want CBD grown for CBD. It'll be stronger, it'll be better. You don't want marijuana garbage. That happened recently with a dog client of mine. Buster, who was a 15-year-old dog who needed help moving around. They got him some from Colorado, still had the THC in it, and a 15-year-old dog was spending his last days sleeping. Not like 36, 48 hours at a time. It just knocked him out. They moved to a lighter CBD-only option, and it did actually help. It gave Buster back a lot of his mobility in his final months. CBD is often presented as a natural product or as a holistic product, and it's not. It's a process. It's a scientific process where the CBD is chemically extracted out of the cannabis plant. It's like calling CBD natural would be like calling cocaine natural. Yes, it comes from a plant, but there's a whole process in between here and there. You are being manipulated. There are a lot of conflicting narratives out there about the strength, the validity, and the uses of CBD. And the truth of the matter is, we don't know. All the information we have is anecdotal. It comes from our family and our friends who, chances are not scientists. What are the side effects and negatives? It's not... You know, CBD is not a miracle drug. The fact that it's presented as a miracle drug should be very suspicious. We don't really know what it does because it hasn't been able to be federally studied. It is still technically illegal, and because of that, there's a lot of things we don't know. A little side thing, I'm actually visiting a dog tomorrow who's been on Prozac for 12 years. Like, people aren't supposed to be on Prozac for 12 years. So tomorrow, like, this isn't even a pro-CBD. I'm just trying to present the argument to you. But this dog has been on Prozac for 12 years. I'm not sure if I'm pro-CBD, but I am definitely anti-Prozac for 12 years.
Anti-Zac.
I am anti-Zac. I don't like any of your Zacs. No Zach Morris, no Zac Efrons. Give me another Zac. Zack Snyder? I really don't like Zack Snyder. You know, I loved Aquaman as a child. Aquaman was my favorite character. I loved DC Comics, and then here comes Zack Snyder. God damn air show. Zack Snyder did to my childhood what this air show is doing to my video. Why in the world are they giving CBD to their dogs? Well, the answer's simple, for largely the same reasons. Your dogs have digestive issues, your dogs have anxiety issues, they have joint pain, and CBD is this miracle drug that you just inject into your dog and everything seems to be okay. Now, a lot of the research and the science on CBD is really out, but when people give it to their animals, it's kind of disproving the placebo effect because it is having like a profound difference on people's animals. They're getting calmer, better results, loosened anxiety. An air show is actually a great opportunity to give your dog CBD. When these these times are coming where the sound barrier is going to be broken above your head 4 or 5 times. People reach for a little chemical help. There's 2 different methods that people do give for anxiety. They give it either topically, in the case of loud noises, fireworks, air shows, 4th of July, car trips, veterinarians, anytime that you're going to know your dog is going to be anxious, pop them a little CBD and go about your merry way, kind of downshifts them. The other way for chronic anxiety cases, for dogs that that are just worked up as a way of life, daily application to lower anxiety. Can I just get my dog high and share the buzz? Listen, no. Do not give your dog marijuana. It can lead to toxic shock syndrome. They have kidneys that are not necessarily built to handle all the good stuff that's in THC. Second, a dog cannot properly appreciate the buzz. Marijuana is expensive, even in states where it's legal. Don't waste money, even if you have it. 3, you do not want the look from the vet that you will get after your dog eats a bunch of marijuana. It looks something like this. I'm a vet. And then everybody will be staring at you on the way out. Not good. And 4, dogs can't tell you they want to be high. Like, there's no informed consent. It's kind of like getting your grandma high because you think it'll be funny. Which, admittedly, it might be, but at the end of the day, it's wrong. Is CBD legal? Yes and no. It might be legal close to you. It might be not legal. You might be able to get it online from a place that it is legal. But keep in mind, it is not legal federally. And that's just a weird place. It's in a weird, nebulous, legal place. And what's available to purchase? This is actually kind of an important point because you have to know what you're buying. How much CBD are you actually giving to your pet? They don't really clearly tell you. You want 0.25 milligrams of CBD per 10 pounds of the animal is the general goal. But 2.5 milligrams of CBD doesn't necessarily mean 2.25 milligrams of CBD oil. That could be mixed with sunflower oil, canola oil, anything. So it could be 2 tablespoons in that case. Or the CBD treats. Who knows how much is in those? They should be able to tell you, but if your dog is 50 pounds, does it get 5 treats? Does your dog get 2 treats? It doesn't. You really have to keep on top of that, and they don't give you the information. In the link below, I have attached a buying guide to help you out a little. It is not comprehensive. At the end of the day, you still have to know what you want, and you're going to want to do a lot of research before giving your animal something that they're just trying to sell you. You want to know what you're giving your animal. How to use CBD. In a pipe, on a cracker. I put mine in peanut butter. There's all sorts of ways. People vape it, they bake it, they eat it, they do all sorts of things. Dogs, oils, rubs, and treats are the 3 primary ways of getting it. Tim's tips. Number 1, try exercise first. If your dog is jumping all around or has severe separation anxiety, don't go right to CBD. Try an extra walk a day first. If you already walk your dog once a day, try 2 walks a day or 3 extra walks a week, just to see if a little bit of extra activity will curb the behavior. Do not use a chemical answer for something that can be solved by a little extra walking. Tip number 2, CBD is not the final answer. It is a way to get to the final answer. The final answer is a well-behaved, well-adjusted dog that doesn't need marijuana every day of it, that doesn't need cannabis every day of its life. You know, what you want is a dog that can just deal with life as it is. If he needs a little CBD to get him from here to there or to get him over the humps, that's okay. But you don't want to give a dog a lifetime commitment to a chemical. That's kind of like teaching that monkey to smoke. Number 3, the science is not conclusive, and that has really gotten us in the past. There are several examples of where we thought we were doing the right thing. Remember in the 90s when they kept on giving us SnackWells and told us that they would help us lose weight? It didn't. 1/3 fat cookies. We ate twice as much, and now we're all crazy fat. There's actually a lot of parallels between like dog training business and exercise business, and what that business actually is what chemical can I set? Like, that's what we want. We give speed to our kids and weed to our dogs. How about we give weed to our kids and speed to our dogs? See what happens then. Speed for dogs. That's the real point of this video. If you live in the Cleveland area and you have a dog that you need wrangled, call Life Coach for Dogs. Life Coach for Dogs, I come into your house and I wrangle your dog. Life Coach for Dogs, like and subscribe. There's a little bell thing there that you can hit too. Hit it. So that way when I post a video, you can watch it right away. I will know if you don't.